The audio said beautiful things. I heard about I love you, I hate you. That is all I want to say. Thank you. The image describes beautiful things about the country and shows deep analysis of everything. Size of the brain increased in a particular part called the neocortex.
The statement is provocative, preposterous, and egregious for everyone.
The statement is I heard, I love you, I hate you. That is all I want to say. Thank you. Okay. Then what should I do? I'm a complete beginner. I'm just following what people are sharing in their videos and Facebook. I need 79. Can you help me? Of course, I will show you how I scored my first 19 PTE speaking as a complete beginner. So don't worry. You see, when I gave my first PTE attempt, I came from IELTS background. I gave the exam 3 times and I was unsuccessful in all the attempts. When I learned about PTE, I was really scared, especially with the speaking section, as there are 5 types of questions and all have separate strategies. No clue. Then I discovered some strategies and tricks to do well, and I am going to share the 5 speaking tricks that still works in 2024 and gets you a perfect 90 every time and will continue to work for a long time. Hello and welcome everyone. This is Anurag from Edutrainex PTE and I am back with another great video. And I am going to show you in this video 5 simple speaking tricks and strategies that got me to 90. Despite numerous AI or software updates, these are kind of evergreen techniques and will continue to work all the time, no matter how many times the PTE updates the AI. So make sure you watch this video seriously till the end. And if you have any questions, join the PTE Knowledge Facebook community. Link is provided in the description, where you get a broader platform to interact and discuss with several people. Read aloud. The first question of the PTE exam and the first question of the PTE speaking section. Every single day I do get a comment about, sir, can we use one-liner strategy? It really depends on how much you want to achieve. If you just want to pass the exam, then you can go for one-liner strategy, no problem, like a 50-55 score. But if you're really aiming for a 79 plus score or 90 score in the speaking section as well as in the other sections, because this task contributes to your reading section as well, if you use one-liner strategy, then it will affect your reading scores negatively. So which is why I have on the screen, you can see it can contribute up to 40 points for your speaking section and 40 points for your reading section. It really depends on the number of words that the text has. So when I was preparing, I thought I have to read everything from the given text, but no one told me that you can skip the difficult words, and PTE deliberately puts some difficult words in each of the passage so that you stutter, you hesitate, and then your fluency drops, because fluency is the king in the speaking section and you can't compromise on your fluency. So if you see any difficult words, you get 40 seconds to prepare for it, just skip them. I have highlighted some of the difficult words in this passage: stupendous, diverse, routinize. If these words trouble you, then you better just skip them. See how I'm going to read it on the screen. This year, the National Environmental Science Competition received undergraduate and postgraduate entries from a population with a wide range of projects. We are delighted that we will the valuable projects and award exciting prizes. You see, I skipped the difficult words, no problem at all, but the fluency was perfect. And this is what PTE is expecting from you. So you are free to skip 4 to 5 difficult words in each of the passage. You can still get a 90 score in the reading as well as in the speaking. It works. We have tried it hundreds of times. Okay, moving on to the next task, which is repeat sentence. Again, a very important task for your exam, because it contributes so 30 points to your speaking and also 30 points to your listening. So you get around 10 to 12 questions in the exam, which really makes it a valuable piece of task that you are attempting. 10 to 12 questions contributing to both listening and speaking. So how important that question is. And sometimes you get faster audios. It's a mix of different types of questions. Some are short and easy, some are medium length, and some are difficult and lengthy ones. So of course you are not expected to say all the words in the difficult ones. Maybe only a handful of people in the whole world can do that. Remembering all the words and then saying exactly the same thing for a lengthy sentence. That's not what is expected. I used to think the same, so I have to say everything. But then what I found was that you can say 60 to 70 words fluently, whatever you remember, and then you will still get full marks, especially for the difficult ones. See the example on the screen. Let's say these are the words you don't remember from what you just listened. I have highlighted them. Now when you are speaking, of course you are going to use the chunking technique. So chunking is where you break the sentence into few phrases and then try to repeat it. There is no beep sound in this question, so you have to be careful looking at the screen. Whenever it changes to recording status, you speak. So I'll speak it for you, this example. Next week, the secretary will email the details of the chemistry. That's all I remember, and I speak that. You do the math, there are around 15 words, and I just skipped around 4 words. I'll still get a full score because I spoke fluently. That is the key thing in the speaking. I found it the hard way, but at least it's easier for you. Next one is describe image. Describe image is something that troubled me a lot because I used to think I have to describe everything given in the image, and that too accurately. That's what the PTE scoring guide says. So deceitful. So if you think that way you have to describe everything, then you're not going to make it accurately because you will stutter trying to summarize everything properly. What you are expected is to just talk about a few relevant things from the image and don't compromise on your fluency again. So fluency is the king here, and there are so many templates on the YouTube that you can find talking about rubbish things like the beautiful image. I don't want to say anything. Thank you very much. The image is no informative. The image is informative. Whatever they are just putting, and they are still getting decent amount of marks because content is not the key here in this task. Main thing is fluency. So what I did was I just created a template, and I just created placeholders for some of the keywords that you can see on the screen. And most of the time there will be enough keywords in the image itself that you can speak of. If it is not there, then you start making your own, or just start repeating the keywords that you previously used. If nothing comes to your mind, then start talking about the colors. So let's say this example is about the photosynthesis process in the plants. Then I say the given image represents photosynthesis. A deep analysis of the image of the picture reveals a lot of detail. The image displays various things such as, now I'll talk about these things: light, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Similarly, chlorophyll, sugar and water can be observed in the image. However, now I don't have more keywords. So if whatever I can see, I can use them. Sun, you can use the sun here. You can use the plant here. You can use the soil here. So next sentence, however, the illustration also highlights sun, soil and plant. In conclusion, the image provides useful information. Or you can also talk about colors. However, the illustration also highlights yellow, green and brown like this. And if you don't have enough keywords, just repeat the things that you just said. Do it regularly, practice it regularly, and then you will be able to use this successfully. So this gives you a good structure and a good takeaway from this task. Move on to the next one, which is Retell lecture. Okay, so this task contributes to your speaking as well as your listening scores, 10 points each. Again, content is not really the king here, but it impacts your listening scores. So that's why the previous templates that the people were using the one-liner templates or the one keyword templates, they are not working anymore because the PT is expecting more phrases from you. Which is why if you see in this template, I have created places for phrases in the first sentence, the third sentence, and in the last one. So minimum you have to use 3 phrases, and then remaining places you can just use keywords. So let's say we have a lecture which is about chemical engineers, carbon dioxide emissions, you can see on the screen, and I have highlighted some of the keywords. So let's say you noted down these keywords. Of course you have to make notes and try to use abbreviation to make notes as much as you can. Note down everything. So this is the highlighted part where you can see the keywords. Now I'm going to use whatever I noted and then put it in the template. So let's say the speaker was describing carbon dioxide emissions. As simple as that. So my introduction is done in this one, in this sentence. Then I use just keywords. Firstly, he talked about plastics. Then he explained hydrogen and how engineers develop technology. This is where I was expected to use a phrase. So I have made a phrase out of the keywords. Don't have to invent your phrases. Engineers develop technology. These are the keywords I noted. So I just speak those. He explained hydrogen and how engineers develop technology. Later, he also described again keywords, temperature and conversion. Moreover, he discussed fuel and waste material. Again keywords. And last one is the conclusion where I have to use a phrase. Overall, he implied that there are cheaper and expensive methods. Again, using the keywords that I noted here, I am just putting it in a way. It doesn't have to be accurate, doesn't have to be too meaningful. As long as you are saying it fluently, you're all good. And the last one is answer short question. Very easy question. No general knowledge is tested from you. Basically 5 to 6 questions are given. If you know the answer, just say it. Just a couple of words, not a sentence. If you don't know the answer, just repeat any of the keywords that you heard in a sentence. For example, what rises in the east and sets in the west? You know the answer is sun. If you don't know, then you can just say something that you heard in the question. You can say rises. That's good enough. No marks are deducted. You'll still get a 90 in the PTE speaking section. Guaranteed. In my own exam, I just said 2 to 3 answers correct, and the remaining I just said something. Don't keep quiet, say something, and that will work wonders for you. How you know that it's not about tricks to fool the AI, but actually more about what simple strategies that always work with the PTE AI. Comment below if you are still struggling, and we will be happy to help you. But before you go, I would like to recommend you to watch the video on PTE Describe Image, scoring 90 with secret hacks and templates. Watch and learn these simple techniques. Hit the bell icon and keep watching Edutrainex. See you soon with another great video.